Welcome back to Renaissance Card Breaks. I'm Michelangelo. I finally got my two other boxes back from Topps that came damaged. I also traded for another box of Bowman Sapphire, so I sold one, opened one. I have three left. I'm going to open one more, maybe sell one more down the road, but hold one long term, just in case some of these guys go crazy. But that being said, let's open our second box. So on our first box we did okay. I bought into a break actually and hit a monster though, as I showed you guys. That Austin Martin auto out of 99. The last one, I mean, it's coming down a little bit, I think, since his trade. People maybe are saying he's not the prospect they thought he was. I think the trade actually helps his value because he's no longer got Bo Bichette sitting in front of him at shortstop. The Twins don't really have anybody who can stand in his way, so I think it helps his value, but the last one sold for about $700 on eBay. Alright, I was lucky enough to get 2 or 4 of these boxes, so let's see what we can find here. I did pretty good in the base cards on the last box. We'll see how I do this time. So we got Brandon Marsh, Edinson Reyes first, Christian Robinson, and Geraldo Perdomo. We got Matt Liberatore, Jake Vogel, Pete Crow Armstrong, and Blake Walston. These are fast opens. It's the only downside. The cards are just so nice. Look in the. We got Tyler Freeman, CJ Chatham, Jordan Balasevic, Freitas Nova. This box so far seems to be decently well centered. Oops. So that's our color, or maybe our auto. So we got Andrew Vaughn, Nick York, Seth Beer, and Josh Young. So as I said, like these average 1 color and 1 auto per box. Oswald Peraza, Julio Rodriguez, Daniel Espino, Jordan Westberg. They're not super high on the first. I think the first box I opened I got 2. So far I have 2. You only get 32 cards though, so we got Eddie Diaz, Garrett Mitchell. That's our auto back there. It's a base auto this time. Ooh, we got color. The color actually is probably better than the auto potentially. So let's see what we got here. Garrett Mitchell. Auto is Eddie Gein. It's a cool autograph though. And Marco Luciano. So first Bowman, it is a pitcher. Unfortunately. Either of these colors could make up. So far, this has been a bad box. Pitcher auto, no of that high-end firsts. Alright, so this one had a green. We got Matthew Thompson, DL Hall, Drew Waters. It's not a first, so Jaron Duran out of 125. That's not terrible. I think that's the second color of Duran I've pulled out of this stuff. It's probably a $20 card. Let's hope this one's a bigger name, or at least a first. So we got O'Neill Cruz on the back. We got Gabriel Arias. Not a first. Brandon Marsh out of 75. So nice to get a second color. Not a huge name, not a first. No Blaze, no Maximo, no Austin Martin. Kind of a weak box overall, but them's the breaks. When you have a 32 card box, sometimes you're going to open monsters, and sometimes you're going to open duds. But even being a quote-unquote dud with these cards, you just never know. I mean, look at what a second year or a Vladdy's going for, or a Tatis. I mean, they're prospect cards. They're not first, but they're straight prospect cards. If they're graded well, they're still going for decent amounts of money. And these being the Sapphire set, you never know what these could turn into. So you try to make sure you pull the big names out, but this is a set where you set aside, come back to in a couple years, see if any of the ones that you hit have turned into real ball players, and then go from there. So we did do better on the first this time. We got 5 total first plus the first auto of Ed Yean. And we got Marsh and Duran. None of the big names, even in the second years. Maybe Luciano. Drew Waters is a good prospect. Julio. The problem with guys like Julio is that I think this is like the 4th set that their cards are in. It's not, the first couple, so. Alright, well that's it for today. This is Renaissance Card Breaks. I'm Michelangelo. Thanks so much for watching.